So the Black Women's Oral History Project comes about in the late 70s, early 80s, and it spans over several years. And it is a transformative piece of work that is done, that is led by our oral historian, who is a living treasure and still working with us, Ruth Hill, who conducts interviews or manages a project to conduct interviews with over 70 African American women across the United States who have been essentially change agents or change makers, who are doing transformative work in their community and in their respective fields. Dorothy West is one of those women, and her interview is one of the things that is really important about the interview is we can say oral history picks up the information that is left out of the lack in our written history. So if we don't have those documents, then we can talk to someone and still get that history, which is culturally significant for African Americans and for other marginalized groups of folks who don't have those, who don't readily have those documents. But what you also get in the oral history that is evident in Dorothy West's oral history is the personality of the person. You get their fire, you get their spunk, you get their passion, you get their courage. So Dorothy West's conversation, her oral history, you really can feel her energy. She was I never met her, but she's a high energy woman. You can feel her as she goes through, and as she's talking, when you think in terms of not necessarily historical but anthropological, who was she and how does she navigate life? And in her conversation, she doesn't just answer the question. She gives us kind of backstory to who she is and how she came to do the things that she was able to do. Dorothy West was interviewed by a woman from a prominent Boston family, and they are matching each other's energy. And so it is a high energy conversation. And at some point, Dorothy gets tired. She's talking, there's hours of tape of those women talking to one another, and she gets tired and she's like, we're gonna have to stop because I'm tired. And about 30 minutes later, they're still talking. They're still going, and she has not slowed down. You don't hear the fatigue in her voice at all. You definitely know that she is passionate about the conversation she's having, and I imagine that she brought that passion to all of her work as well.